morning students, welcome to the session. In last video we have discussed about the differences between concave and convex mirror. Concave mirror is known as converging mirror and convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. Why a concave mirror is known as converging mirror? Because on a concave mirror, when a parallel beam of light rays falls or incident, the reflecting rays will meet at the focus point. Due to this reason, always we get real images. Real images we can catch on a screen. We can catch on the screen. So this is the concave mirror. How you know the given mirror is a concave or convex? I said you earlier, one side should be coated with aluminum or copper metal. So concave mirror means the surface is curved inwards. Reflecting surface is curved inwards, and the other surface, other side should coat with the paint. Now this concave mirror, it has a principal axis and it has a center, and the midpoint of the mirror is known as pole. When a parallel beam of light rays falls on a concave mirror, after the reflection, all the reflected rays are passing through one point or converge at one point, and this point is known as focus or focal point. So by using the concave mirror, we can get the image at the focus. This is at what condition? When a parallel beam of light rays incident, then we get the image at the focus. When a parallel beam of light rays incident, we get the reflected rays, they are converging at the focus. There we will get the image of an object clearly. So where we will get the parallel beam of light rays? We get when an object source of light is very far to the mirror. Just example we discussed earlier, from the sun we get a parallel beam of light rays. Now suppose in front of a concave mirror on the principal axis, if you place an object at a different places, shall we get the same type of image, or the reflected rays will converge at the focus or not? That we don't know. So to know about that, we have to do a lab activity. Let us do that lab activity. Start. Before going to do this lab activity, just we'll discuss what are the steps involved while we have to do this lab activity. First, aim, then next materials required, and next precautions, procedure, observation, result. So what is our lab activity? Observing the types of images and measuring the object distance and image distance from the mirror. When you take a concave mirror, in front of this concave mirror, this is the center and this is the pole. In front of this concave mirror, if you place an object at different places, so first it far from the mirror, beyond the mirror, at the center, and and in between P and C, like different places, if you place the source of light in front of a concave mirror, what type of images we get, whether we get the real images or virtual images. And next, measuring the object distance. Object distance means what? Always we have to measure the distances from the pole. Suppose if you place an object at this place beyond C, so you have to measure the distance from the pole to this place. So this distance is known as object distance. Object distance, always it is represented with the letter U. Always we have to represent with the letter U. And somewhere you will get the image. So this image, whatever object distance or the image distance, we have to measure from the pole of the mirror. So again, this image also you have to measure from the pole to this image. So this distance is known as image distance and it is represented by the letter V. So by using this lab active, we have to find out the types of images, object distance and image distance. Is it clear? Now I will start to do this lab activity. What are the materials required to do this lab activity? V stand. So V stand is used for to place the spherical mirrors. This is the spherical mirror stand. V stand and concave mirror, and you see this one side is this is the reflecting surface curved inwards and this is the another surface, it is coated. Next, this the candle, this is the object we have to place in front of a concave mirror at different places like this. Next, scale. To measure the distances, image distance and the object distance, we have to measure with the help of this scale. So these are the materials required to do this lab activity. Now we'll start with the procedure. Lab activity. First, you take one stand. This V stand. Here you see, you can observe here I drew this measurements. Okay, now we'll start with the procedure. How to do this lab activity. First, I have to take this V stand. I am placing here at the 0 value. And this is the concave mirror and place it in a V stand like this. And before keeping this object candle, first I will show you how we will get the real image by using this concave mirror. In front of this mirror, concave mirror, I am focusing this mirror opposite to the window. By using this screen is nothing but white sheet. So by using this, I will focus the same image of this window on this paper. Image of this window on this paper by using a concave mirror. Take this screen and adjust in front of this concave mirror because opposite I am focusing to the window. So when you place this screen and just move forward and backward and you find out where you will get the image. You see that I can catch the image of the window on this screen, white paper clearly. So here this is the focus point of this concave mirror. So from this point, if I move this screen forward or backward, I will not get the image clearly. I will get a blurred image. You can observe this blurred image. So when you adjust this screen exactly at one position, you can observe a clear and a sharp image of the object. So where you are getting, that becomes at that point, it becomes the focal point. So how to find out the focal point? From the center of the mirror to this place. Here I drew the scale. So you measure by using the scale, by measuring the scale, that focus point. So like this we can catch the real images on the screen. Is it clear, students? See, you can observe the scale here on the pad. Now I am placing this concave mirror on V stand. So I am placing this concave mirror at 0 centimeters. Now I have to take a candle and first position is, first I will keep it at a far. Far means just at 55 centimeters I will place it to this candle and we will observe what type of image we get. And you observe this one. Now I have to take this screen. I'll place it this mirror. Just we have to adjust this candle and the mirror. And always what are the precautions we have to take while we have to do this activity? The tip of the flame should be above the principal axis. See, this is the center pole. From this tip of the flame should be above. the flame of the candle always should be above the principal axis. So this is the precaution, and while measuring the distances we should not disturb this position of the candle and the mirror. First condition, we place this candle at far. So now by using this screen I will find out where we'll get the image. When you adjust, you have to adjust the screen, this one. So when you place, see, you can observe the tip of the flame on the screen at a distance of 15. I got a clear and a sharp image. So from this place, if I move my screen, this white paper, backward and forward, we can observe a blurred image. But at a particular distance here, at a distance of 15 centimeters, I can observe a clear and a sharp image. I will explain the same procedure through the diagram. Here you placed a candle for at a distance of 55 centimeters and we got the image on the screen at a distance of 15 centimeters. At a distance, the center we placed this concave mirror at 0 centimeters. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. Here 55 centimeters. And we got the image on the screen at a distance of 15 centimeters and that image is invert image So by using this table we have to write down the values. First serial number, first observation. What is this? Distance of the candle from the mirror. So from P to this distance is known as U. So note down this U. U is how much? 55 centimeters. And the distance, image distance, we got it at 15 centimeters. And what type of image that you observed? It is enlarged or diminished. We got it a small image. So this is the diminished image. And inverted or erect, inverted image only. So always you have to do that, find out the position of the candle and find out the distance of the image, what type of image, that all you have to note down in this table. We will place this candle beyond C. Here at a distance of 55 centimeters means we place this candle far from the mirror. So that will take it as infinity for this mirror only. Infinity. So infinity means we get a parallel beam of light rays. When the parallel beam of light rays incidents on this concave mirror, the reflected rays will meet at the focus. So here we got it the image at a distance of 15 centimeters. Then this distance is the focus point. For this mirror. If focal length is 15, then what is the radius of curvature or the center of curvature? All you know the relation between F and R. F to 2F. So radius means the center of curvature of this mirror. This radius of curvature is equals to 2 into 15. Then it becomes 30 centimeters. So here we'll get the center of curvature of this concave mirror. Now I place this candle somewhere beyond 30. We'll observe what type of image we get. Now from the 55 centimeters, I am placing this candle at a distance of 40 because we got the focal length 15 and if the focal length is 15, then the center of curvature is double. So here we get the center of curvature. So beyond this center of curvature means I am taking the value at a distance of 40 and when you place a source of light object, at what distance we get the image. You see, I'm adjusting this screen. Now I'm placing this screen and adjusting to catch the image on the screen. See, clearly you can find out the image. The tip of the image is inverted image, and you see here the flame, the tip of the image is larger, but here on the screen we got it a diminished image, small image than the original flame. And at what distance we got it, that value we have to note down. And here I got it at a distance of 19, in between 19 to 20. I note down this value, and here you see, you can observe the object distance is at 40, the object distance is at 40, and you can observe the image of the flame, tip of the flame is at 20, and it is a clear and the sharp image. From this distance, if I move this screen forward or backward, I cannot focus on the screen. So at a distance of 20 only, I can get the image on the screen. So in the second case, when you place an object beyond C, and at what distance we get the image on the screen. Note down the values. Now if I place this candle beyond C2 at C, when an object is placed at C, where we will get the image. So I'm adjusting this screen. See, adjust the screen and you can observe the clear image on this paper. Where you place this object at a distance of 30, there only we can catch the image on the screen. And this image is clear and sharp image, and you can observe the image of this candle. We can observe the image of this candle. The same type of image, the size of the object is same. We should get it the same size. When you place a source of light at a distance of 30, we should get the image. 30 means here the center of the mirror. So we should get, where we are getting at the C only, we are getting the image on the screen, and this image is inverted image, and at the same time we can get the size of the image also same. We can get the size of the image also same. Now note down the values. Now 30, and we got it at 30, and what type of image? The same size of the object. We should get it the same size, but we got it little diminished image. Next, inverted image. Next, when you place an object in between F and C, what type of image we get? We'll observe. Now from the center of the mirror to, if you place this candle in between F and C, so I am placing this candle in between 20 to 25, then where we will get the image. So you can find the image on the screen. Just I'm adjusting the screen. So you can observe at some places we can observe the sharp image like this, and when I'm moving backward we can observe the blurred image, and forward also we cannot catch the image on the screen. At a distance of 35 centimeters, you see, at a distance of 35 centimeters you can observe a clear image, and this is also inverted image, and then earlier we got it, this is an enlarged image. This is an enlarged image. So note down the values. At a distance of 22 we got it the image at a distance of 35. Just I note down on the board. 22 at a distance of 22 centimeters we got it the image at a distance of 35 centimeters, enlarged and inverted image. Now we'll place the candle at F, means at a distance of 15 centimeters. We'll observe the image. From 22 centimeters, if I place this candle at a 15 centimeters, means at the focus point, and where we get the image. So just adjust the screen and show the image of the flame at a distance of 55. See, more than that we got it at a distance of 60 also, but it is blurred. Just you adjust the screen and where you can get the image of this, you find out. So I got it at a distance of 55 centimeters, and this is an enlarged image and inverted image. If we change this position of this candle from F to in between, this is the pole, from in between pole and F, somewhere here at 7 centimeters, what type of image we get? So sometimes we cannot get the image, that you cannot catch the image on the screen sometimes. So you cannot get the image clearly on the screen. So at this distance we get it, we will get virtual images. In all the cases you cannot catch the image on the screen. Only up to F we can get the image screen, but when you place an object from in between P and F, you can get the virtual images. So that virtual images you cannot catch on the screen. This is about your lab activity to find out the types of images and image distance and object distance. When you place this candle in between P and F, means at 8 centimeters, you cannot catch the image on the screen. So what type of image, that we don't know, whether it is enlarged or diminished, inverted or erect. Generally virtual images means always erect images. Real images are always inverted image. Now this is about observation. Now find out the result. What is the result of this lab activity? When you place an object in front of a concave mirror, when you place an object in front of a concave mirror, and from far to close to this mirror, you observe the types of images. When an object is far, we will get always a point image and a sharp diminished image. But when you move from beyond and at C and between F and C and F, like that, when you bring closer to the mirror, we'll get the enlarged image. We'll get the enlarged images and inverted images. This is about our lab activity. I hope all you understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.